So, ich bin auf der Tempest und Suvi will gerne mit mir reden.
The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated, and remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy.
Thank you, Lexi. Is there something wrong? Did you hurt yourself? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just getting over some inflammation of the soft tissues of the mouth. It was dramatic, but ultimately non-threatening. What? Have you ever heard of the Lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition. You licked a rock, didn't you? I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The Lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she? She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine. I read all about her research, and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time. Sam is an astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me, and then lived out their lives while I slept. If I were them, I'd be proud too. You came here for the sake of science. That takes courage. Some crazy, but mostly courage. I'm sure they knew that. Thank you, Ryder. I needed that. Anytime.
Aber seine E-Mails. Das war's schon, Costa. Nitratilian an Ryder. Sie kennen mich nicht, aber es heißt, Sie suchen nach unserer Arche der Lucinia. Ist das wahr? Die Führung des Nexus ist so sehr mit der Station beschäftigt, dass die Arche einfach von allen vergessen wurde. Bitte geben Sie nicht auf. Meine Pflegeschwestern waren auf der Lusinia, so rum. Nee, Leusinia? Leusinia. Wird bestimmt englisch und anders ausgesprochen und sie haben es bestimmt auch schon 1000-mal ausgesprochen und ich kann mir ums Verrecken nicht Namen aussprechen merken. Ich halte jeden Tag nach ihnen Ausschau. Wenn sie wirklich da draußen sind und nicht im Orkusnebel verloren, dann bringen Sie sie bitte nach Hause. Ich bete für sie und für die, die ich liebe. Reliktgehirn von Pibi an Ryder. Ryder, okay, also. Ich hatte einfach so aus Spaß den Einfall, den Relikt-Datenkern mit Energie zu beschießen, nur um zu sehen, was passiert. Zuerst habe ich die Batterie aus dem Nomad genommen, verraten Sie das bloß Jill nicht, nichts. Dann einen dann ein Masseneffektfeld, so rum. Biotik, Cora hat mir geholfen. Immer noch nichts. Und dann habe ich es zu Jarl gebracht und ihn seine Bioelektrizitätsding machen lassen. Jackpot. Das ganze Teil hat angefangen zu leuchten. Ich habe alles auf mein Universalwerkzeug aufgenommen. Haben Sie schon einmal Synapsen feuern sehen? Genau so war es. Ich meine, dieser Datenkern ist fast wie ein winziges Reliktgehirn. Ziemlich cool. Ich weiß noch nicht genau, wie mir das hilft, an die Daten zu kommen. Pieps. Ja, aber zumindest hat es mal angemacht.
Gil, O'Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those connections on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me. What can I do for you?
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Our aerospace engineer was Tianada Vasmore, A Quarian fellow, and absolutely fearless. Once, some Omega scrap dealer pulled the "we don't sell to Quarians" nonsense. Tion found a workaround.
What did he do?
He glued a memory foam to his environmental suit, then, during the negotiations, leaned against the drive core he wanted, very casual. It made a perfect mold of the components, and the scrap dealer was none the wiser.
Tell me something else about the ship.
The glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound. It bends rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-Sec battering ram. It's sturdy.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry.
Oh.
You'll have to make some new ones.
What?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I gave him some technical manuals. He tore right through them. I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn scourge.
What do you think of the rest of the...
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll...
Das ist echt cool mit der Crew auf der Brücke.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Dass man die einfach so ein bisschen, ja, befragen kann. Die dann so ein klein bisschen das Feeling der Crew rüberbringen.
Because... Hey, what's shaking? I like it when you flirt.
Have I flirted? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless.
Here, thanks for...
You know it.
Es wäre irgendwie cool, wenn man erkennen könnte, dass die was Neues zu erzählen haben.
Need something?
Aber was halt auch gut wäre einfach so ein, wenn die einen ansprechen würden. Hey Ryder, irgendwie so. Also irgendwie ein clevereres System. Fände ich gut. Ja, scheiße. Auch fehlgeschlagen, okay. %, ja, das schaffen wir nicht. Ich meine, sie könnten es schaffen, aber ich glaube es halt nicht. So, alle Boni einsammeln. Ich müsste öfter aufs Schiff zurück, damit ich mir die Forschung holen kann, ne? Was haben wir hier? Zusätzliche Minen. Nee. Apex Tactic 2. Und ein paar mehr Credits von den Missionen. Waffen oder Panzerung zu erhalten. Ne, ist auch nicht so geil. Versteckte Lager rund um eingerichtete Aufklärungsposten. Das nehmen wir mal. So, Milchstraßenforschung. Bisschen bekommen. Das heißt, da kann ich die eigentlich immer ganz gut herkriegen, wenn ich halt einfach öfter mal tatsächlich reingehe. So, jetzt gib mal her. Sturmgewehr. Wo ist es denn? Die Ghost. Ghost. Hier. Wie lange dauert das, bis ich hier wieder das neue Zeug kriege? Zeig mal her. Forschungspunkte. 3/4 Stunde.
Joel?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
Don't know if I would be.
I have to be. How else do we go on? You know?
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
That's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
You talk about family a lot.
Really? I guess it's just part of our culture. Our families are large, and we share our parents with the community. We all have many mothers.
My family's small.
And are you close?
I am. My mom and dad are dead. My brother's in a medically induced coma. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
Was ist das für ein Symbol?
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge?
Not really.
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
You do?
Yes. You're fascinating. And special. And strange.
Oh, thanks.
And I mean it.
Sehr niedlich. Die sind merkwürdig.
So the Angara were fighting their own this whole time. Fuck.
Wonder how Joel's taking it.
Not well.
Would you mind taking a slight detour and dropping me back in the Milky Way?
What's the problem?
Little something I just heard about called exaltation.
Guess you should have read the fine print on the initiative brochure.
Or read it at all. I gotta start eating more protein and getting a full night's sleep. It'll take everything we got to get through this mess.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Liam nicht da.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Kett are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Kett bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, well, Imagine if it was Scott.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was, well, her age now.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I've lost both now. Mom died before we left.
Our father didn't die. Or maybe he did. We don't really know. He just didn't come home. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
We're a team. I'll make sure you're always there for Sid.
Thank you, Ryder. That means a lot to me. At least Sid's older now. Maybe I don't have to worry as much. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later? I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did he keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Die ist auch cool. Witzigerweise finde ich am schwächsten von den ganzen Figuren, oder die mich irgendwie am wenigsten interessiert, ist, zumindest von denen, die man mitnehmen kann, ist Liam. Der war zwar am Anfang irgendwie halbwegs sympathisch, aber irgendwie finde ich den ganz schön öd.
How you feeling, Moshe Sefer?
Weak, but I'll bounce back. I always have. I've broken each limb twice. You have to do more than wipe my immune system to take me down.
Oh, you and my mom would love each other.
You still have questions. I'll try to answer them.
So, exaltation is how the Ket reproduce. How did you learn that?
They're proud of it. They welcomed us and spoke of it openly. We were becoming them. To the Ket, all other life is inferior. Even, I suspect, humans.
They're going to a lot of trouble just to make baby Ket.
I guess it's also a way for them to control their evolution. They incorporate only traits they value, and unique adaptations they don't possess.
So what are the chances the Ket have exalted other intelligent species? Somewhere?
I'd say those chances are excellent.
The Cardinal said she had the Archon's DNA. So was the Cardinal exalted too?
From what they described, I think they can be exalted multiple times. They strive always to be greater. And the Archon's DNA somehow plays a role in all of it.
It looked like some of your people wanted this Ket gift. They walked right into those pods.
As did I. Voluntarily. Happily. But that is part of the process. Part of the preparation, they called it purification, stripped our systems of all defenses. It was very painful. But after the pain came a beautiful peace, like a trance, like a transcendence itself. I willingly walked into that pod, and I cannot fault anyone else who did the same.
Sam downloaded what he could from the facility. We'll be studying exaltation for quite a while. What was happening in that facility? It felt like a religion or a cult.
Perhaps, but not to them. They honestly believe they are giving us a gift.
The Cardinal seemed desperate to keep that place standing.
The entire facility seemed dedicated to one thing: exaltation. That's why I asked you to destroy it, despite the lives it would cost. I hope the Resistance can still burn it to the ground, but I suspect the Ket have already re-engineered that shield.
How long were you in that facility?
Days? After the Archon decided I would be exalted, I was sent to the facility alone. I was housed with prisoners who described how they were kidnapped, taken to holding camps, analyzed and separated.
Analyzed?
Until now, we never understood why some of us were sent to slave camps and others just vanished. The Archon chose to exalt me, to use me for my knowledge. Perhaps others were chosen for their genetics.
The Chosen.
I'm only theorizing. I am a scientist, after all.
I'll let you rest.
Wait. One more thing. I spoke to a guard, a former resistance fighter who remembered me. It described everything about its past, our past, with no trace of emotion. It seems that victims retain memories of who they were, but after being exalted, they live only to serve the Ket. Does your species dream?
Sometimes.
A Ket remembers being Angara. Like a dream it's eager to forget, which is beyond comprehension. Ishare, Pathfinder. I'm sure we'll talk again.
Pathfinder, sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
I know it was really personal. Thank you for trusting me with it.
You say that like I was making logical choices. Thanks for getting it. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off ship, like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
Read the mission briefs. This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
There's better ways to stop him than brute force.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna let an enemy get close enough to pry my plates open and go for the soft kill. You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly, each and every time.
Another galaxy, and there are still despots. We saw similar types back when I worked as a peacekeeper. Pirates attacking the colonies. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
The Angara already know how to fight. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
But I've got you, and everyone else on board.
Huh. True enough. Never underestimate a small, capable strike force. You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep, so when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down.
Klare Ansage. So, hat Sam noch irgendwas für uns?
Hello, Sarah.
Hier wahrscheinlich nicht.
Exploring the exaltation facility brings a Salarian quote to mind. We uplifted desperate souls into weapons, and know not what we destroyed.
That's a fair description of exaltation.
I have changed since we linked, but I am still myself. Exaltation takes personhood and overwrites it, destroys it. I already understood that such destruction is wrong. Now, through you, I know why it is abhorrent.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare medium. Well done.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing.
So, dann fahren wir zur Nexus, oder? Haben wir hier mit allen gesprochen? Ich hoffe, ich habe jetzt niemanden vergessen. Schauen wir mal, was uns da erwarten kann.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Subi.
Okay, was ist da los?
Tracking a remnant architect.
So, dann schauen wir doch mal. Hier haben wir alles, da haben wir alles, da haben wir alles. Dann geht's zur Nexus, oder? Aya wäre danach vielleicht dran, wenn wir sie abgegeben haben. Boah, wir könnten natürlich auch erst nach Aya fliegen und die da rauslassen. Dann haben wir wenigstens das richtig rum abgeschlossen. Bin ein bisschen hin und her gerissen. Ach komm, fliegen wir erst nach Aya. Sorry. Entschuldigen Sie bitte dieses Durcheinander. Monsieur Schneider ist ein bisschen durcheinander.
I can feel the Scourge's drag on the ship.
At least it keeps Aya hidden.
Na dann runter mit uns. Let's get down to business. Hier wählt man gar nicht aus, wer einen begleitet. Wahrscheinlich, weil man jetzt hier die Basis lang alleine unterwegs ist, oder? Weil es nur so eine Stadt ist. Wie die Nexus quasi. Ja, oder weil alle mitkommen.
Stars and skies light our way.
Stars and skies light our way.
She knows how to play a crowd.
She's the more shy.
Welcome home. I never thought I'd see it again. Without the Resistance and the Pathfinder, I wouldn't be here.
We made a good team.
We freed more than just the Moshai. And the Pathfinder killed a Ket leader. We have a lot to celebrate.
I promised to lead the Pathfinder to Aya's vault.
You're still recovering. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Not without our help.
I'll prepare the vault for your arrival. A shuttle will bring you to me when it's ready.
Thank you, Moshai.
We've been alone against the Ket for too long. You've proven it doesn't have to be that way. It's time we discussed an alliance between our people.
We're happy to make room for you on the Nexus.
We'll provide an embassy here as well. Our city is open to you. Join us.
Well done, Joel. Report for reassignment.
I need to stay with the Pathfinder.
Jal has already become a valued member of my crew.
Of course he has. I see the benefit. Request granted.
I need to file a mission report. Don't leave Aya without me.
So. Schauen wir doch mal, wo wir hier Leute haben, mit denen wir reden können. Da ist was. So weit bin ich aber letztes Mal konnte ich doch noch hier rumlaufen. This is totally new. Achso, jetzt fahren wir erstmal zum Dings, oder? Zum Vault. Ja.
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
If I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I've got goosebumps. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down. For all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
Na gut, das war einfach. Genau, das war diese Vorgeschichte, die hatten wir.
You came back.
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo. The cat got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Ephra asked you to test me, see how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The cat had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
How many more of these tests do I have to pass?
We don't trust outsiders. But maybe we can work with you. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but Keldo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Think I'm getting the better deal. All you walk away with is a number.
True. But who knows what that number will be worth someday. My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
Erstmal nix.
Pathfinder?
Ah ja, Bekanntmachung. Weltsiegeszug. Erinnerung von wie kommt damit Suchern begegnen. Ja, das ist nur eine Zusammenfassung. Rekrutierung steigen, Geisteraktivitäten im Süden von Hawaii. Das ist alles nix. Gesucht Techniker. Ja. Forschungsprojekte der Stufe 5 freigegeben, was auch immer das heißt.
She's back. The aliens, they rescued her. Wait, you mean the Moshae?
So, hier sind nur Zeichnisse. Datapad, leb wohl. Ich hatte nie vor, dich zu verlassen, auch wenn du nie verstanden hast, wie viel du mir bedeutest. War für mich jeder Augenblick, den wir zusammen waren, ein Moment des Glücks. Es gab genügend Gelegenheiten, dir zu sagen, was ich wirklich empfinde, aber ich hatte nicht den Mut dazu und glaube auch nicht, dass du mich gewollt hättest. Jetzt muss ich gehen und ich denke, ich werde nicht wieder zurückkommen. Ich hoffe, wir werden eines Tages niemandem mehr etwas schuldig sein. Ich träume von dem Moment, in dem wir uns wiedersehen und das Leben führen können, das wir schon immer verdient hatten. Hier endet die Nachricht. Oh, das ist ja traurig. Ha, schade geklaut. Das steht jetzt in meinem Quartier. Ätschebätsche. Ah, das ist der hintere Ausgang von dem Ding, okay. Post. Na, das sieht doch hier zumindest ganz nett aus. Mal ein bisschen was anderes. Oh.
Pathfinder, analysis reveals this plant to be fruit-bearing.
Can we eat it?
Unknown. If we find more samples, I can transmit the data to Dr. Tapero for testing.
Ernsthaft? Verschiedene Pflanzen scannen? Ihr seid schon ein bisschen lustig, oder? Oh, das ist ja schön. Hübsch, 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 hübsch. Wir erhoben uns aus dem Nichts, um die Sterne zu berühren und schufen uns auf vielen Welten ein Zuhause. Trauert nicht um das, was uns die Kett genommen haben. Erfreut euch an dem, was uns noch bleibt. Alles findet ein Ende und macht Platz für neues Leben, um die Leere zu füllen. Die Welten und Personen, die wir verlieren, kehren irgendwann zurück. Die Familie wächst auf ewig weiter. Wir widmen diesen Garten jenen, die nicht bei uns sind, aber eines Tages zurückkehren werden. Dieser Ort ist für sie. Das ist größer als ich dachte hier die ganze Ecke. Und lauter Geschäfte. Obwohl ich eigentlich gar nichts unbedingt kaufen will. I'm not buying, I'm just looking. Er hatte eben gerade gezuckt, dass hier irgendwas sei zum Scannen. Aber ich kann nicht erkennen, was. Ist doch nichts. Die Pflanzen habe ich schon 1000-mal gescannt. Das ist auch nix. I don't quite get it. Okay, probieren wir mal die. Die sind nix. Scheiße.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Der Widerstand braucht Freiwillige, bla bla bla. Cat braucht Freiwillige, schließt euch an.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Can't hurt to be prepared.
If I don't today, I'll...
Nee, nichts kaufen, nur bauen.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
Get your raw materials for art, for science.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss.
If I don't sell it, you don't.
Bekanntmachung. Das ist alles alt.
I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renarv. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
Ja, das haben wir bei Raumschwenderpreis gesehen, wie schlecht sowas sein kann.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
them with your friends.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do. Vestaran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Sun-ripened fruit. Take advantage of a rare
Ernsthaft? Ich
surplus.
kann das nicht scannen? Ihr habt mir die Mission gegeben, bitte checkt hier mal die Gegend aus und guckt, also, ernsthaft, ich kann es nicht scannen und guck mal nach Früchten und da ist ein ganzer Früchteladen. Oh Mann. Das ist doch, also das ist albern. Oh, you fucking kidding me. So, Büro der Gouverneurin. Also hier gibt es jede Menge noch zu entdecken. Ich würde mal sagen, ich mache jetzt hier mal eine Pause und speichere das Spiel und dann schauen wir uns in Ruhe nochmal in der nächsten Folge an, wenn ich auch wieder ein bisschen wach bin. Ich merke, ich bin total müde, ey. Ich gehe jetzt ins Bett. Also, macht's gut, Leute. Ciao.